This is Diane Snatchin, movie producer, and we're going to discuss something that's very traumatizing. So I'm putting out the warnings already. Trigger warning. This really disturbed me. Many of you in the community have already been talking about this and brought light to it. Me, myself, cannot understand it for anything. You can see the anguish in this man's face. I listened to a video where a lady with a newscast was interviewing the man that lived across the street from this family, Chad Dorman, and he said that Mr. Dorman was a very angry man, and he was always downgrading and talking down to his wife with curse words, never happy, always just yelling at the kids. And this man said that because he lived right across the street, so the man said that he could still envision in his head the poor little children laying out in the yards, all in different places, and they were dead because their father lost his temper and killed all three of them. This happened in Clermont County. As you can see, there's all the rescue units. This happened, I think, June 16th. So I'm just going to read a little of this. A Clermont County man is accused of lining his three young sons up and shooting them with a rifle, executing the boys, who were ages 3, 4, and 7. Chad Dorman, 32, allegedly confessed to police that he had planned the Thursday triple homicide that turned the Monroe Township home he shared with his family into a crime scene crawling with investigators and cordoned by police tape. In a Friday morning arraignment, prosecutors said that the boy's mother was shot in her hand as she tried to shield her sons. The trauma this man has inflicted is unspeakable, said David Guest, who heads the Clermont County Prosecutor's Office Criminal Division. The evil horror of what we know is impossible to process. And that's how I feel also. It's hard to process. The evil that is in this world today is hard for me to even process. Chad Dorman hunted down one son who tried to flee. Prosecutor said. Gass said that one of the three victims had tried to run away, fleeing toward a field near the family's home. Dorman hunted the boy down. Dispatchers were alerted to the crime by 911 calls, the first of which was received at 4:15 p.m. Thursday. In it, a woman screamed that her babies had been shot. According to a statement released by the Clermont County Sheriff's Office, a second call made 3 minutes later was from a neighbor who reported that a young girl was running down the road, screaming that her father was killing everyone, officials said. I know we're all saying, what kind of monster is this man? I see a man that, see, we don't know the whole ins and outs. I see a very, very broken man, and I don't know what kind of evil or monster might have raised this man. His bond has been set at $20 million. The highest bond ever set. I hear a lot of people saying he should be executed. I can't say what should happen to him. I know he should not be on the streets ever again. I feel like that I'm not the judge and executioner of anything, that God will take care of this situation. But even where I live, every day on the news, somebody got killed. Crime is higher than it's ever been in my Twin City. I don't know where some of my subscribers live, but where I live, in the last 3 years since the pandemic, everything has changed. And with inflation and all the stress that's going on, many people that are middle class now aren't even middle class anymore. Bacon cost $8 or more. Have you noticed that Lay's potato chip bags or anything that used to come in a bag or a box or even our toilet paper, everything's smaller, but you're paying more for it? My house has almost doubled in equity. I'll say, well, that's good for me, but say that I had to sell it and buy something else. Could I even afford that? So I ask for everyone. In my community section, I post the GoFundMe link. If you're able, I did donate. I donated anonymously. If you're able, donate to this family. I can't even fathom what this mother's feeling. I can't even imagine somebody taking my beautiful children away from me. Let me go back here and see if I can find. Okay, right here. There's the 3 boys. I don't know if that's the wife, because they said a young girl was running down the street, but I'm assuming that's the wife. She's a beautiful lady. I can't even imagine this man, which he's not a bad-looking man. I wish he would have got the help that he needed instead of doing something, doing the unthinkable. This is just a disaster. So be in prayer for Miss Dorman. If that's, they didn't say, they have not released the woman's name, so I assume that was his wife. I don't know. So be in prayer for the lady, the mother of these 3 angels. Thank you for listening. Diane Snatchin will be returning soon. Talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.